Hey guys, Show here, and welcome back to another episode of 100 Minigames with Show. And we are on our 9th game. Last time we did the Pump It minigame, which is so hilarious with the happy cars. Oh, they look so adorable. And this time we are building heads and tails. Have you ever wondered, you want to have like a coin to toss, just to get like either heads or tail? Fret no more, as I have the solution for you, and it's the easiest way ever. So just let me prepare this highly complicated redstone contraption. As you have ever seen, it is crazy complicated. So let me just, I forgot the most important thing, and there we go. This tutorial is super complicated, so just watch carefully. There we go. We put the heads and the tails in there. Oh wait, totally forgot. Actually, how can you tell if it's heads or tail if you don't know, if you have not renamed it? Totally. So let's go with heads, and this will be tails, and there we go. Now we know what head and tails is, and there we go. That's our heads and tails contraption. Super complicated, I know. So if you ever need a heads and tails, if you can't decide, just do this. Just use a dropper, a button, and let's roll. So you can of course decide. I'm going for heads, means you're going for tails. And what will it be? Okay, I lost. Of course, this is just a joke. We are building a bit more like complicated, more fun heads and tail mechanism. So it's not really a game, but it is kinda a game, heads and tails, as you can play it by yourself with friends, kinda like if you want to decide something or just have fun with the RNG of the game. So yeah, of course this was just a joke, but of course this actually works. So you can just do a dropper button and that's it. But for our 10th game, we actually need the heads and tails because it's kind of like a decider who starts first. So it is kind of like a preparation thing we need. So yeah, I'm just gonna build the contraption first, and then I'm gonna show you or explain how it works. Let's roll the time lapse. Come on, give me heads. Come on. Yes! Alright, and that's heads and tails. Our highly complicated heads and tails machine. And I just love it. It's so much fun. Just push the button or the note block here, and it has a visual and audio indication of it calculating, and it is tail. So I used a rabbit's foot for the tail indication, and of course Steve's head for the head indication. Bit of decoration in the middle, and we have the light indication here and here, and this lamp indicates if it's on, it is still operating, so it's just resetting with the timer back there. So you just need a bit of time, but it's super funny. You just hit the note block and then you hear it, and the visual and audio is almost perfectly, and there we go. We have heads again. So yeah, let me just show you how it works. We're just gonna go into it. It is a bit, it looks complicated. It is actually not that complicated. Just try to squeeze it in a small space, like as small as possible. So how it works. We have the input here. If we hit that through observers, the signal travels over here and starts this hopper clock. And this hopper clock has 16 items in there, and depending on how many items are in there, it depends on how long it takes for it to go back and forth and back and forth. So with the hopper clock being activated, it pushes the redstone block over, which releases that signal strength here. So this retracts, this is then also retracted, as this comes in handy later when the timer is over. So also at the beginning, we get a redstone signal to this piston here, which pushes it up and which allows the signal to travel around. If this block is not up, it is not able to travel around. And so imagine this being up here. The next thing what it is, this observer observes the input, and this observer puts or gives out a signal and starts the loop here. So the signal goes around and around, and every time it travels past here, this bit signal or bit audio indication is played, and over here as well. Like every time it crosses it, it's almost lining perfectly up with the visual indication here, just almost. So this travels around and around, and when the hopper clock ran out, it pushes the redstone block back, which triggers this signal line here. Like we got one tick pulse for here, which retracts this block again. So this roundabout is over. And it also activates this dropper here, which has two items in there, a wooden shovel and a block of redstone. So one which stacks to 64 and one which does not stack, which we need because either one of them which lands here gives out a different signal. As you can see, we now have the wooden shovel, which gives out a signal strength of 3, which powers this side over here, the heads. So the wooden shovel is for the heads, and the stackable item is for the tail. So it just let me show you. If we put a stackable item in there, we only have a signal strength of 1, which powers this block, and then it is pushed to 15, and then it powers the node blocks and the light in here. Otherwise it would be 3. It also powers this one, and like retracts, like overpowers this here, which would be only 3. So it doesn't let it through here, but it is able to travel all the way over here and travels this repeater, which powers this one over here, and also the node blocks over here. So yeah, that is, there we go. I can see if with signal strength 3, it is able to go here and here as well. So this is actually already the whole contraption. And lastly, the lamp in the front, which indicates it is still operating, is for the hopper clock. As long as we have items in here, this comparator is giving out a signal strength, which is picked up here, travels for here, and into this block, which powers this redstone lamp. Which is just an indication, we have items in there, don't press the button because we are not finished yet counting, just in case. And that's actually the whole contraption for the heads and tails. So it's actually not that complicated, but it's super fun. And it is needed for our next game, which I'm super hyped, because I'm giving you a small spoiler here. It's memory. We made memory in Minecraft, and it is just so much fun to play. But that's it for this episode. Hope you liked this short kind of game episode, and I see you next time as we tackle memory, which will be a bit long, I assume, but it will be so much fun and super interesting with the redstone I cooked up. So see you later, guys. Goodbye.